decide the next. Yeah.
Hey, Nolan, what did I tell you?
Hmm?
I said y'all gotta be quiet. What's up, everyone? We are going live here on the channel. This last minute stream that got a couple of special guests. Uh, I don't know if I've mentioned Nolan, but Nolan is a sales guy for uh, Alpha. He is our number one sales guy, and they are on kind of like here. And then I have my replacement from WESCO, Adam Johnson. So he is the drives and motion specialist for WESCO distribution out of Birmingham. And yeah, we're going to be talking about nothing to do with drives today. We're talking about some Siemens SIRUS ACT Profinet push buttons. Yes, that's right. On this motion control channel, we are going to talk about push buttons. But I feel they're kind of cool. Isn't that right, guys? Like, okay, you can talk now, Nolan. It's okay. Uh, would you say that these push buttons are pretty good? I'm gonna bring up the
You
actual
have the
screen. See, look at that.
yeah.
Look at that.
He's very camera shy.
You're camera shy, or the push buttons are camera shy? So tell us about what you got here, Adam.
All right, so we got the Sirius Act push buttons and switches. If you're not familiar with them, to me, actually take off each one of these. These are meant to save time when you're. Let's see here. These All right, you can see that. So yeah, this is the interface module for 'em. And kind of the plan for the Series Act is reduce wiring. So what you have here, you have one of these for every, I think you hook up about 20 of the push buttons in line with it.
Hmm.
So you got bolts coming in, the back here, you have a spot for Profinet, and then you have all these ribbon cables. So the ribbon cables goes to each push button. These are called the terminals. And you basically just stage and chain them off of that. And what that really comes advantage is instead of the traditional panel, you're running power and signal every single push button. You're only having to run it through your master, and you can actually use. I think the first device you can do e-stop every ProfiSafe.
Okay,
So
so that's actually like a F rated or safety rated
this,
F device.
yes,
And then I guess I'll kind of before you get everything
yeah,
like put back on the little board there, I will take a point. So like hold up one of the like the little push buttons that showed the if you're familiar with the Serious Act line of push buttons, they are a modular set of push buttons, and you gotta like there's I think you have to like loosen up a little bit on it, but like with a screwdriver to get it off the front. There you go.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
normally you would have like at least three pieces. You have the actuator, the holder, which we should put in front of the little screen, just a little holder. Yeah, the one, yeah. And then these little, yeah, so that's just the holder, and then you can slot in your different push buttons, and on the back you have various options for contact modules, LED modules, all sorts of stuff on that, and you can stack those up to 6 modules. So you can stack 3 wide and then 2 deep, and they work. So that's your basic stuff. And so all of the little contactors are being replaced by this daisy chained uh, set of modules that we're going through today. And like we kind of talked about, the head unit at first is a ProfiSafe compatible head unit. So you can set that up for an e-stop on what he's holding there, communicate via ProfiSafe over to these modules, and then daisy chain with this little ribbon cable down up to how many did you say, Adam?
20 additional terminals up to each master.
Yeah, so
So you
20 push
can
buttons on each master, meaning you could pretty much do a pretty good size panel off of one of these units. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. And I've been wanting to look at them, and fortunately Adam's been able to do that. Does that have an LED module built into it on that one?
let's see. Each of these can light up, these push buttons.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing lab as well.
Okay. That's pretty cool. All right. So I'll stop talking. I'll let you go.
You're good. That was so yeah, to hook these up. There actually is a nice little show on camera. There's a little arrow on top. That's always points up to the sky. And on the back, you have this little spring-loaded clamp, and you can push that in to release it once it's in. Essentially, you put the screw up, and you put the arrow up, and they slide into each other.
While you're doing that, I'll also just point out that um, there are two different types of holders, and I ran into this mistake the first time I was specifying them. There's a universal holder, and then there is a plastic holder. The plastic holder is a little bit cheaper than the universal holder, but the plastic holder can only interface in with the plastic push buttons. I did not realize this. There's a little bit of like a cam that kind of separates you out, or separates out that little groove that he was talking about there. And the metal push buttons have a different configuration of that little output, and so you can't hook a metal push button like the one that he has here with the little metal ring. You can't hook one of those into a plastic holder, but you can put a plastic push button into a universal holder. So and Nolan knows this in our kind of like bill of materials generator for Alpha. We have completely eliminated the plastic holder, and we only use the universal holder because my dumb self ordered a bunch of plastic holders and then metal push buttons, and we basically just had to throw them away. So yeah, one thing to note on that, and like Adam here works for a distribution, WESCO distribution in the U.S. In across the world. You're probably dealing directly with Siemens, but whoever your controls contact is would be able to get you onto the right one. There's also a configurator online that you can use that will help you out on that, and it's available on the Siemens iMall. And for you kind of international people, y'all probably actually know what that website is the Siemens iMall. Um, but but yeah. So while you were going through all of that, you about ready to show some of the actual video or the programming, how to set this thing up?
Yeah, that's to say, I'm loading up the PowerPoint now. It shows a little bit on some of the advantages. I'm going to show you a couple slides. I won't go through the whole spiel of it. Let's see. Let me send this over.
Yeah, it's been an interesting little setup for getting all of this going.
Is that? Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, yeah, and I'm looking at it, and let me move my face over on the live stream. So yeah, there we go. Because I know everyone wants to see my face. At least that's what my mom tells me.
See the stash.
Yeah, it's the brand. It's the channel brand. All right, I'll stop talking again. This is your show.
Yeah, this is just going over what we said earlier. So you have the e-stop, or you can have the standard interface module, just regular push button. Then you can daisy chain them. So you get one interface per 20 terminal modules. Yeah, you just supply Profinet and power to the first one, you're good to go. So you're just showing some of the different ones available.
Will you go back up to the LED slide for a second? It was like 4 slides up.
Oh, is it this one?
Was,
Yes.
uh,
Yes, it's shooting with the SIRUS ACT. So if you have all green, it's good. If you see any red on them, you do have a problem with like setup or a problem with the device itself.
Okay, so that's on the actual back side of the modules, right? You go up one more, I think, slide because it was talking about the different. Yeah, so it
Oh,
has. There you go. The different LED integrations for the interface modules. Because I saw a little LED module on the back of the one that you showed a second ago, and so that's why I wanted to
yeah,
point that out.
a few different. So yeah, you can always integrate those into them.
Yeah, the Sirius Act e-stops actually have a couple of different flavors, a couple of different options. The one on the screen right there that you see in the bottom right of that is the actually um, that does have the LED option on it. So you would be able to see whatever color going through that lit up. And if you have an RGB LED in there, then you can kind of do some pretty cool stuff, like have that light up green, have it flash red when it's pressed, stuff like that. So a lot of diagnostics available just in the push buttons.
Oh, absolutely. So this is kind of the difference between classic wiring versus the SIRUS ACT. So on the left-hand side, you'll see a traditional panel. Each of them requires its own wire, basically. So you got what, like at least 3 wires going to each push button, and that has to be routed all the way back to your I/O.
Mm-hmm.
Right hand side, yeah, it's all ribbon. So it does help a little bit with wiring. You don't have to shove as many wires through the conduit. A little bit quicker. So.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah, that back panel difference that is a big one. Like the push buttons doesn't seem like very much of a difference, but my goodness, when you're trying to wire in an ET200 IO inside one of these little small panels, it is kind of a
Yeah, so,
nightmare.
so yeah, that's all you have. It
Yeah,
makes it a lot easier.
power
You don't
supply,
have to have it
power and Ethernet.
for go ahead now.
It's just power and Ethernet, right?
Actually, it's not PoE. You do have to run separate 24 volts to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
You just have to have that 24-volt power at some point.
yeah, got this 24 volt right here. Actually, I don't know if that since we have the video up.
I think I can swap between it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
You don't mind? Can you see it?
Yep. Yeah, that's good. And I think
That's
in the little picture that was shown there, it shows like its own power supply. I mean, that's probably how I would do it. Like in our remote panels in agriculture, we essentially have a little power supply in every one of our remote panels, and that's kind of exactly how we do it. So kind of
nice.
swapping in between everything. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I also want to mention on the interface modules, you can have extra I/O if you need it for anything else. So this slide is showing how many you can get. So it's basically 4 digital inputs, 1 digital output, 1 analog.
That's awesome.
So if you tie into in that like area of the plant, you can always tie it in there.
That's pretty cool. So all of the interface modules have built in a minimum of 4, right? So they all have four digital inputs, 1 output. Uh, uh, Oh,
I don't
okay.
all
It's
of them. I think
it's
some
the
do.
BA. It's the BA1. Okay, I see.
A1 is the one we have here, and it does not have that.
Mhm.
But the picture on the right on the interface module, IM, that does have the extra I/O.
Yeah,
So,
and if you're joining in on the stream, I noticed we got a couple people coming in, and you have questions about anything, be sure to drop it in the chat. Also, if you're on the stream now, hit a like and maybe throw a thumbs up in the chat just to get more people out here to see these pretty cool push buttons. I know, again, like I said at the start of the stream, I'm a motion control guy, but I actually, when I first saw these SIRUS ACT stuff, like I actually got excited about them because they were pretty stinking cool. So yeah, hit the like on the stream. We'll get out there, get more people involved in the conversation here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, it's just showing the demo unit we have in the office today. Showing a little bit about it. Probably do a little bit better on that. So the slide lever here, that's what releases the push button from the back terminal. You do that, snapshot off, and then it's showing the arrow to point up towards the sky when you push it in. And then let's see. Cool. Yeah, so I think the next step is we're going to try to create a project.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool. Let's see.
Yeah, this was like the big thing that I wanted to see on this is just to I kind of have an idea of how it would interface into it, but yeah, just kind of jump through the process of going through everything and hooking this up. And again, we've got this little remote rack here, but that is that actually yeah, that is a processor. So that's a 1500 remote rack processor. So if don't be confused about the form factor on that processor. That's not just an ET200 rack. That is a ET200 SP based processor. And so I'll swap back over to them as they're clicking through it. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Yep. So now we're just creating a project. We're adding in the unspecified ET200 SP. We're going to actually do all the detection using the automatic configurator on here.
Oh, that's good. You trust it enough? I mean, no pressure.
Yeah, we'll see how good it is.
This will be seen by tens of people.
Tens of 15s of people.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
like
we're super big deal here on this channel.
Now we just wait for portal to load. Give it.
Man, whoever had that PG before you must have just like completely destroyed it. And I even see that like it's still showing my username as the project.
Yeah, a lot of effort has been into it.
Yeah. Yeah, they really set you up there, didn't they?
All right.
Man, I got spam calls for days. Found accessible device.
All right. Detect.
You love living on the edge.
That's right.
Back in my day when I first started doing this stuff, we had to set our own subnets. Yeah, see, that's right. That PLC 1 might not be trusted. It might not be trustworthy.
First,
I mean, it's better than automatically allowing inbound connections on your PLC without doing anything like other brands.
all right. Then
Unnamed brands. just here so I don't get fined. Just here so I don't get fined. But yeah. Open it wide up.
That's right. No protection here.
If you're watching this on demand, drop a comment down if you've ever gone through this type of setup process where you're automatically detecting and bringing it in the way we're doing here. Because most of the time I at least put in the CPU type. I don't know about you guys.
I always use a tech. Let it go.
I'm telling you,
Why?
you live dangerously.
Right, V19 will fix everything.
Right. That bug's fixed in the next version. Oh, we're gonna add that in the next version. Oh. Better encryption is required with the new firmware.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you gotta just put something in because you gotta have something because it's a F CPU. Is that an F?
Yeah.
Is it really an F? Is it really? Hold on, I'm gonna click on this and zoom in and see if that's really an F. It's got the yellow light. Man, look.
That's F.
Yeah. Man. All four of those, just for those that are actually viewing the stream, all four of those pixels said F.
A high quality camera here.
Yeah, yeah.
Bought off Amazon. $15.
I'm sure it's just the quality of your internet that you're having to use there.
Yeah, it's on my hotspot right now. Let's do.
That definitely does not say Siemens 1.
Definitely does not say Siemens 1. I mean, who would use that as a password?
Capital S.
Hey, giving away all my secrets. Oh, it still doesn't like it.
This is what we get for live streaming without doing it before. Oh, yeah, set up to where you say like full access, no protection. Yeah, I'm sure it says on there full access. And who wrote this SciPec event?
It's supposed to be. Oh gosh.
Got too good a firmware.
I'm trying.
Yeah, this is one of those things that the first time you do it, it takes forever. There it was. It was the button. You click the button.
I had to click the button on it.
Had to click the button. Always click the button.
Call the button. Oh, now we create a password. No.
Definitely not Siemens 1.
Capital S. Definitely not.
I was doing like my videos of like telling people always name your PLC, always name all your devices and all this stuff, and I open up one of my old projects and nothing is named, and I'm like, damn it. It's like,
nice. All right, we successfully downloaded.
woohoo! Do we have green lights? And look at that, everyone. Look at that. We have green lights. Everybody knows. Everybody, like, clap. Give claps in the chat. We're woohoo. I would bring up the Discord soundboard and give you a round of applause. Everybody that has ever done automation knows that getting green lights for the first time on a project, it's just like, oh, you're just so happy inside. It's like,
gosh, so we're gonna try the skip ahead to the auto configure for the devices. That's more fun than manually entering each one.
yeah, yeah. Auto configure.
Yes.
Scott go to lunch with mom. Oh,
All right, so we're going to add that in through the hardware catalog. The first module there should detect everything.
Should. Ah, yeah.
Good.
What's this do? So
Yeah.
your part number, do that, do that. That's a 2-1.
Which guy do I got? 2, 0, 8, 8, 0. Okay.
Yours is not the F, right? So
I don't know. I just clicked. Let's see.
well, make sure.
Probably,
So check on that version. I will say, be sure to check on the version like in your hardware catalog, so like under
yeah.
information, because the little thing said that you're using a version 1.1. Yeah, go back. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Version 1. I bet you it won't work with a 1.1 or a 2.1.
At 1.1. Yep. Good catch. Let's drag and drop.
I have spent many years troubleshooting things that are in the SciPec events that are written specifically for you. So, yeah.
Yeah. That one little difference. All right, so we added the PLC communication.
Drive part. They're gonna make you do topology. No, it shouldn't. It should just see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it.
Yeah. So now should be able to go to hardware detection.
Detecting hardware.
We're gonna skip all the good naming of devices and everything.
Yeah. I
Good.
mean, you can name it something for the next like person as it like uploads. Um, it's like buy your stuff from WESCO. They open it up at like your competitor, and it's like, what's this name? WESCO is better. I would have never done such a thing.
Of course.
Yeah. I know all the GMC guys had all these rules about resetting and like reformatting all of the hardware that comes back from customers, and I have no idea why they would do such a thing.
I like it. Let's see if that. So
By the way, I have never, and this isn't like because I'm against it. I've never done what you're doing right now.
Oh, really?
Is that little uh detection, like detect device, is that only available for these things, or is it available for
do it
like
for
any IM
PLC.
module?
Yeah, you can do it for everything pretty much. Well, let's say that a lot of PLCs of 1200, 1500s you can use it on.
Okay. What version of Portal are you in?
I'm in 17 right now.
Okay. Interesting. I should probably like pay attention to stuff more.
Yeah, the auto tech's really nice.
Here. Oh, really? Go to device view. Device view. Top right. It doesn't show it. It doesn't show it.
Want to see at the bottom here. What if I selected the right one? Creation done.
Is it the AA? I think that AA was the one without the inputs. I think that's what you said.
See if this would actually work.
Yeah, you can always go to online access, and it probably would be able to see it there, and you'd be able to. But
Oh, here it is.
yeah,
Add
there you go.
devices.
Would you look at that? Oh, that's what you want. That's what it wanted you to do. Hit delete that.
There we go. Now, should be good.
You need
No,
to be. Do you
still
need to
does-
be online on this, or is it offline?
Can do it offline. Probably because names don't match.
Hmm.
Yeah, device name is different.
And isn't the underscore an illegal Profinet character?
Ooh.
It's having to do like a redesign. Just change like. I mean, it probably is fine as long as it converts it. But
Yeah, we still get.
differs the offline configuration. Yeah, see if you can see in online access over on the left hand in your project tree.
Yeah.
See if you can see down a little further down. Second from the bottom.
What do you want to click on?
Yeah, so where it says online access there. Yeah, just a little bit higher up. Yeah, right there. Now go to your connection that you're using. I guess it's probably is it the LM? Which one's available? Yeah. And just do up. So it is set to command _ signal 1. So you can go to online diagnostics right there. And then set the assigned Profinet device name there.
2.1.4.
Oh, so they sent you a new one. They got to update. That's good catch. So show them how to change device. Change device. Need to update their SIPAC module.
I bet you someone updated it up. We shipped it out.
Lower than the recommended bit rate. Can I do that in? I'll go along.
Now we're going to try detection.
Dun dun dun.
Said it completed, but I do not see anything popping up. So fun stuff. Well, normally it would pop up all your devices here.
Yeah.
Add-on.
Just go through it. Yeah, just go through an add-on manual. I mean,
yeah, it's not that bad.
It is the is it showing up as a module? Commanding and LED module and commanding. Like like if you were to go online with the PLC, does it show up in your network view as being accessible?
Yeah, everything's green.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, just add a manual.
Yeah.
And then we can figure out later what was going on with that hardware detect.
Yeah. Let's see. modules we have.
Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. 3 CMC, so, and LED. Oh, they have the LEDs.
Ah, this track pad crazy sometimes. PG.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that I mean that PG may not have been treated well in its life. just just saying. Don't don't, don't blame it.
Yeah, it is very cool right now.
If I had to guess to add those in, you're probably going to have to be offline because it's not going to want you to download the PLC. If I had to guess.
Yeah, usually hardware changes offline.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got that guy. And yeah, okay, so they're all the same. That's cool.
Bam, bam, bam.
All right.
So satisfying. Bring back to the live view of the buttons.
The buttons.
The buttons. It's such a thrilling and just like wonderful event. And if you look at it, you have you have like a wide variety of buttons there. You have the raised push buttons on the far right. You have the flush mount push buttons in the 3 middle positions.
Oh yeah.
Is that a 3 position or is it just spinning in the back?
Better if it was tightened on the back.
Oh, I will say, talking earlier about me nerding out over these stupid push buttons. have you felt the pot, like the potentiometer that they have in the SIRUS ACT? Have you messed around with one of those? It is such a satisfying potentiometer, and that sounds so dumb to say. But like when you turn it, it has like the most perfect amount of like tactile feedback. It's smooth yet resistive. I mean, yeah. Too bad when they first came out with them, they were like had all of them, and they were like, "Oh, but we can't ship them right now." And I'm like, "You get us all excited about these awesome potentiometers, and you can't even ship them." I'm like, what is this? Everyone was super excited about them. All the European customers got priority advantage on them. So y'all are lucky, you Europe people. I'm looking at you. Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
It's
First module good. Everything else seems to be not liking us. I might have a problem with my
Oh yeah, because
connection.
that's the integrated commanding and LED module. So that's the integrated into the head unit. So it's kind of always going to be good. So let's troubleshoot. Because this is good. Like actually being able to troubleshoot. Like we want to keep it real because let's all be real. Nobody ever like just flashes through something and first time through doesn't have to like mess with something. Like I've probably started up 1,000 drives in my life if I've started up one, and there's always something that doesn't exactly match up a line up to the same way it was the last time, and can always throw you off. So it's pretty good. You want to turn that around so everybody could see what you're kind of messing with on the back.
Go just turn around the part.
Yeah, because there's only these little cables in the back. Yeah. Yeah, I think your camera is actually okay. I think it's literally just the fact that you have like a dial-up internet there.
Yeah. This wire out of the way. We can actually. Can you see that?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Cool. Oh, you know what? I actually forgot this camera actually has a manual focus on it.
Well, that makes a difference.
Yeah, you know. I always forget that. Let's see. I'll pull up the feed there.
We're gonna get an infinity camera or thing.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
So do those like ribbon cables, do they have like connectors on the backside, or is it just like raw ribbon cable and it's like crimping into it?
See. I believe it crimps into it.
Okay.
Remember right? Yeah, it just kind of crimps into it. You feed them in and push it down like that.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. So let's see what's going on here.
Mm.
Have y'all gotten yours to work over there?
I got my PLC and my CPU. I just can't figure out how to find SIRUS ACT Profinet.
Oh, gotcha. Go to the online at the top. And go to hardware detection. We have a couple other guys in here doing the same demo lab and see if they have issues with theirs.
Yeah. They don't have someone talking over them while they're trying to do it. They could just like actually focus.
Oh, you know what? This is the 1.0, looks like. That's this one, never mind. Or if I added the wrong version on those. It's something I did not pay attention to.
Yeah, so if you to see what you've added, oh yeah, I guess you could just do that too.
Ah, looks like there is only a V1.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But commanding an LED, yeah, MC.
Yeah. Not from that. That's very strange. 4 warnings, 0
Detected
errors.
online, no terminal. All right, scroll up. Yeah, scroll up. Plot 4 or 5. So, detected online. Yeah, scroll over a little bit. No terminal module. Four. That's slot 4, 5, 6, 7. So, then no match detected. And that is
No match detected. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's all these.
oh, it's saying what is detected online in those positions is no terminal modules. Is there any sort of like dip switches or anything on the backside of that thing that might be jacked up?
Don't believe so.
Because I
Good
mean,
question.
nobody would ever Nobody would ever mess with something on one of these demos in order to mess up with the next people. Oh, you got green lights.
I do have green light. No, just for moving that cable.
Oh, you did? So those green lights came up just by jiggling the cable?
It did, so it makes me think I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got 3 of the 4 there now. Let's see.
And then one of them doesn't have power. Yeah. Yeah,
One
you're
of 'em.
exposing one of the potential issues with this is with this little ribbon cable. It's such a small connector.
It is, and I'm guessing after so many crimps, it will have issues unless you cut back the cable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one seemed to be pushed out there.
It wasn't pushed all the way. Still red.
Oh, right.
Try
Still
the
down.
down or the upstream one. So like on position, I guess that that one. 'Cause it might not be.
Nope, still red.
Well, with that, check and see if since those are
See if that-
green right now, yeah, see if it pulls up in the hardware config. Like see if it
want-
detects them. Yeah, so
No,
it's slot
mine-
7, so it's just that last one.
Yeah.
So that does work. So I guess that goes back to those that may be watching this after kind of troubleshooting these. There was one of the slides in the slide deck talking about the troubleshooting status of the LEDs, and that might be something to pull up to look at, Adam. But yeah, so with solid green on the backside, it apparently means that there's a communication and it's set up. So I wonder what's going on with this last one. Take some scissors to it.
That's right.
cut it like super short for the next people. But
There
that
we
does kind of
go.
look boogered up though.
Yeah.
That's a
lot of-
technical term, by the way. Boogered up. If you're not from the South, then and you're not a redneck, then bless your heart.
Oh, yeah, that thumb's not getting any power. So, yeah, this is cable. Yeah, betcha.
Well, let's just
We'll
forget
keep going.
yeah, forget about it because that's the little 2-position switch anyway. It's not as it's all kind of the same thing. Oh,
Oh.
there we go.
It's happy.
Would you look at that? Just look at it. Just look at it. Hit Control 5. Hit Control 5.
Control 5 was Control 5.
Control 5 is the suit. Like it it brings up the inspector window.
Oh,
Yeah, if you just like there, just hit Control 5. It's like bloop, brings that up like a boss.
Yeah.
Tip. These are free tips for you guys. Like y'all are welcome. But it's
we're gonna recompile and see if it downloads. See if they will get green again.
bum, 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 bum. Oh, do we want some music on the stream? I think I want some music on the stream. Brother-in-law gave me some new beats. Got that good one.
Nice.
Can you hear that?
I can't.
Yeah, okay, because it's just going over the stream. You have a
Okay.
very powerful beat going for you now.
I get.
Just imagine in your head.
Gosh. But with no errors, we do have one blinking red light still. We got figured that out.
Who's blinking?
So,
Who's
the
blinking?
main is command signal 1.
Is it pressed? Like, yeah, go online on that window there real quick while you're doing that. While you're troubleshooting. I just want to see. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Like the modules, it doesn't like what that module is. Well, no, it says lower level component, so it's probably the built-in signal module.
Nice. Did you get?
I was trying to figure out the line between those. And,
Oh,
like,
in a
for
few
next-
ways. Yeah,
for
drag and
next
drop. You can click the button and it'll populate which ones to do it as well.
So who you're hearing also talking in the back is our sales guy for WESCO, who, because isn't that David back there in the back?
Yes. So his first time playing around TI Portal. So
And he is. Is his system working?
working. That's a
You
good
want to
question.
come out? I don't have any.
That's not good.
You are.
Us drives guys.
I know.
This was an
Play well.
S120. It'd be working.
I'm gonna compile hardware.
Did you do a change device, or did you just? Yeah. So
I did.
click on that command signal 1 module. Right click. Yeah, right click there. And then there should be a.
Well, we're trying to change it.
Yeah, go
to...
back on network view. Network view, right click on it there. Okay, so it doesn't. Oh, sorry. Well, click go offline, because aren't you online? Or no, I guess you're not, are you? No, you're
I'm
not.
offline.
Because I don't think that is. I don't think that command signal 1 is not a. Is not a what's it called? That's a version 1.
Oh, in here. Let's see.
Yeah. So like I think it's under catalog information. No,
It was under
it's 2.1. Okay, I'm wrong.
one in from the network, so it should match as far as that goes.
But the fact that it's getting diagnostics, it's saying that it's online. It's just not able to connect downstream. And so that's what that error is for. So it is, that part is connected, but there's like, it's saying that, it is saying there's no match detected, because that's the, no, that's 152.
Zero errors, 0 warnings right now. Still blinking, so I'm gonna pull up that PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Just-
Check the PowerPoint. I'm gonna let everybody watch the PowerPoint. So if you have never been to a SciPec event, that probably means you're not in the US. The US gives these kind of like distributor run events that lets you get some hands on some demo equipment like we have here, and it gives you these kind of like step-by-step PowerPoints to go through and kind of hopefully guide you through stuff. But unfortunately, these get shipped around the country for like a lot. So it's so yeah, those little LEDs, the wiring error. Is that flashing?
It is flashing. Flashing red.
Okay.
I wonder if this was supposed to be turned around the other way.
Oh,
Probably
like
shop.
like it's supposed to be a crossover when you swapped it.
Possibly. No, the every.
It goes
Oh, the other.
right bottom to
Um,
top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it likes that. I mean, from the
It's like
I would-
the Winksel.
it's like the link between the first two. So like the interface module and the first device. Like, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It says it's not. Yeah, see now they're all green. I know this is gonna sound crazy. Have you tried power cycling the whole unit?
No, I don't think I have.
Sometimes
Might be.
sometimes that helps with Profibus or Profinet issues. You've ever set
Yeah.
up a Profinet drive, the settings only come up on a power cycle. So you get everything set and you're like, why is this not working? And it's literally because you haven't had a power cycle on it. And then you go and do a power cycle on it and you forgot to copy RAM to ROM and you go back and do it all over again.
Come on, you want to do it twice.
Yeah.
All right, we're power cycling.
Oh, it's got the fast flashies. Now it's got the single flashy. And then slow flash and nope.
Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez.
Jeez.
Come on, Adam. We're gonna go on an
No.
adventure. It's gonna be a great adventure. We're gonna set up some Siemens. This was a good idea. Can I?
Cycling through, make sure I didn't miss anything.
Should I do it, chat? Should I do it? I think I should do it. It's just me and the three other people. Or oh, it's four. We have four.
Right. Let me jump over to David's. Up and running. Up and running. I don't think I'm running.
The sales guy got his up and running. The first time ever using Portal.
Trading, I'm just clicking.
just blindly clicking as being told.
Like what works. I was like, I can't screw up a demo.
So what you're saying? If you don't think too hard, it works better. That's how this new stuff sets up.
That's right.
I mean, it does say something that somebody that even played with these can log in and kind of build this up
Oh yeah,
for the most part.
yeah.
So,
I think Adam was kind of ruined by some bad hardware at first, and then because the hardware, the little cable had been messed up. Now we'll say, just kind of talking about that cable, these are getting shipped around the country in like UPS boxes like back and forth and dropped off the back of trucks and like pretty well abused. And I'm sure that connector has been taken apart like at least 100 times, maybe not 100 times, but a lot. People have messed with this stuff. And so I would assume that once you get this thing set in your wiring, that it's going to be a lot simpler. I don't know if y'all saw how many crimps that that ribbon cable had on it when he took that thing apart. It looked like it had been crimped about 10 times. Your cable's not going to see that. It's going to crip it once, and then it's going to come up and it's going to work, and then it's going to be in your panel. And in 20 years, when somebody's like coming back behind you to replace it, then it'll be uncrimped. But these SIPEC event things, because they're getting shipped around and vibration and all that stuff all the time, they tend to do this more than we would like. But yeah.
You're all
Oh yeah.
so it's
Take control of the presentation.
green on. Oh no, one that
Request control.
Denied.
Denied. Really deny me? You really deny me?
Deny him. I jumped over another laptop right now.
Yeah, I know. So while you're over like on his laptop, I was gonna like look through something.
It's not.
Yeah, it's being really screwy.
Yeah, I think his PG's just messed up. Yeah, your mouse does. I'm gonna get another one.
Blame
I just thought,
blame the guy who had that PG before you.
Gosh.
That guy.
Oh, his fault.
If you're just joining the stream and you don't get that reference, that guy was me. I'm the guy.
There you go. We gave you control.
Oh, I have control. I have control. Woohoo!
You have the power.
I got the power. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh, this dial-up connection's rough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay, so we can see that. It's not actually what's on the sound. Come on. Clicky. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. The dial-up went down.
No, man.
Oh, there we go.
Jeez. Oh, nice.
But you got it?
Or
I didn't get someone control the computer. Oh.
sometimes it's really slow.
I thought it was like a TIA thing that he was able to log into here, but
Yeah, you know, teams sometimes. Sure.
Which one is that?
Had to do security. I think you had to go through a couple spots. But otherwise, it was good.
Are-
so feet controls in the air. There you go.
You kicked me off? No. Oh. Every time I leave the screen, I have to get control back?
Gotcha.
That's annoying. I was like looking to see how the cables were plugged in.
Oh.
Because I was gonna... I think it's this to this. Is that right? Is that right? It is right. Okay. It is correct. All right. First of all, let's do this. So I'm gonna check to see what this. If you're troubleshooting something, one of the most annoying things is if you go underneath your properties, this little 60-second thing here. Like if you do a warm restart, this is the time that it just waits this amount of time before it starts your program. So we're going to change that over to something a little bit more reasonable, because a lot of times you'll be troubleshooting stuff like this and it's just obnoxious. So let's do this. And then compile hardware rebuild all. And this download. I'm clicking way too fast, but I don't care.
Click those buttons.
Click it, click, click. Yeah, I wonder, they need to put like a TIA portal APM counter like they do in like StarCraft. Like APM. I'm sure that's exactly what Portal needs, even though it like takes a supercomputer to run. Not really. It can run on 8 gig of memory. Just not well.
It's not too well, pretty slow.
Alright, so let's see. First of all, I really don't like the fact that
I'm checking.
DAP. Module slot wrong or configuration failure in slot number 4. Ensure position between plugged and configured module position or possible that the reference module has a wiring fault. What's module 4? Yeah. It just doesn't like that guy. Can I hit Control 5? Yes, I can. It's just terrible. Are we? I don't know. It definitely has the LED. It's just... Huh. I mean, that's working. It's just saying that it's not. Do, do, do. This is like live stream
found
troubleshooting.
Ribbon cable.
You found another ribbon cable?
They gave us a spool in the package. Wow.
That tells you
Push
something.
button.
I don't know why those
Oh.
other ones are like like green. Why is this so tiny? What the heck? This is fun, guys, right? This is fun.
Time my life.
See, if you were on here watching the live stream, we'll send out certificates to anybody that wants one. But you have to watch the whole live stream. And no cheating, no turning it on as white noise in the background as you go to sleep tonight. I would never do such a thing. Your watch hours jumped 8 hours. Verified name is assigned. The name is unassigned. Yeah, that's all good. That's working. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Now they all suck.
Now they're all angry at me.
Hey, at least they all seem to be in agreeing that it sucks.
It
Let's see.
all does not like me.
What does the blinking Christmas tree of death? What does that mean? Troubleshooting LEDs.
It means you have problems.
I think it really means if you have a wiring problem.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I'm just changing out all of them.
No crap, Sherlock. Doesn't everybody else have this much fun with playing around with wires and automation? This is how it's supposed to be. Just like community, just working through stuff, having fun. We should get I guess who is Jimmy the application engineer for Siemens for controls? I know he's who? Johnny? Not Jimmy.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
Not
Is
Jimmy, Johnny.
Is he controls as well?
He does a little bit of everything. But yeah, he does controls, he does some motion. He does it all, man.
Yeah. And he lives right down the street.
Yeah, he's right by you.
Yeah. By right down the street, I mean like 12 miles.
Or
It's like
an hour away.
An hour? Psh, nah, that's up 400. No, it's 2 hours. He's seriously probably only like 15 miles away, like the city lives, and it would probably take 2 hours to get there. Atlanta.
Oh, geez.
Woohoo! Man, where's these push buttons? I wasn't paying attention to like the actual stuff before. Here it is. Device defective is a red flashy flash like that one.
Like that one there.
Yeah, but then a wiring error. See that says flashy flash and then off on anything else. But that's not. I don't see. I think this is like that module has some sort of issue that everything's communicating properly. It's the device that we have in the thing is
Yeah.
not
Let me
cool.
change out to a different device.
Man, who jumped into Discord?
Yeah, what are you nerds doing?
Of course, Brandon enters the chat literally one of the
Oh,
other
man.
one of the other owners.
No. I just got off of a call with ABH. So.
Yeah. Just remember we are live streaming this.
Yeah. We're good.
so
How y'all
so
doing?
so don't,
No name drop.
and one of our best community members on this channel is from ABH. So
Yeah. We love them.
oh yeah, I know we spend so much. Well, actually, we don't spend a lot of time over there because stuff just generally works. I would love to
For
spend
the
more
most
time
part,
over there. They got like cool
your
stuff.
Dad, I mean, your dad did a great job. You know,
Yeah, that is true.
we can't attribute it to ourselves.
Hey, I will say that I was gonna get that book, but no, I'll reveal that on Friday's live stream. We got the flashy flashlight. See, it says
Cool.
module slot wrong or configuration faulty.
Slot 4.
Yeah,
How
which
about
is,
we just take off slot 4 and just try it with 3?
I mean, why is it slot 4? I mean, it's like that. Da, 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 da. You know, here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you're live streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
bro, I didn't know. I would have not jumped in here if I'd known that.
No, you're
Goodness.
good. We're going through and can you even see the? You can't see
No,
the.
I'm
the
about to
yeah,
pull it
you're not
up.
on the teams, but yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
I think I
I'm
might
gonna
have
pull it
found
up.
the problem.
What was it? What was the problem?
I believe it is a hardware problem with this guy at the number 3, the jumper. So I
Number.
plug it into device 2 and we're green. So should have new base over here too. We should knock that out.
Well, you still got your little flashy flash on the main module.
Because we only have 3 modules connected right now. Let me fix
So-
the issue here.
All right. See, we're getting like really good real world application stuff that has been
Wait,
asked
wait,
for
wait, wait.
many a times.
What is that a push button?
Yeah. Welcome to the stream, Brandon.
That's legit, man.
I
Hey,
know.
I'm just trying to for the folks that are trying to catch up. I'm trying to help them out.
Yeah. No, it for real. It these things are
That's
stinking awesome. Like
You
it's
just
got
you just have a ribbon cable like pre-made that you just put between them.
yeah, it's just like a bolt ribbon cable and it's
Are
got
they all like serially addressed or something? Like
well, you have a head unit that's in there and then it has like a backplane connection. I don't know if it's like it's not IO Link or Aussie or it's Aussie Link, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, so it's an Aussie Link backplane connection between all the different modules, and then it creates IO points in TIA Portal that you just command and use
nice.
like normal.
That's cool. I like that.
Crazy thing about it is these are kind of the basic modules, but there's actually some modules that have IO built into the head unit, so you can like bring in 4 digital inputs, like a digital output, analog input, so you can do like an actual full featured module or panel, like even with like a analog input. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Do they
Just-
make like so they make other stuff like besides push buttons you can use these with? You're saying like sensors or what?
No, I mean
This
for
is just straight internal like inside a panel type stuff.
yeah. So the push
Hey,
buttons,
bro.
they're all green. They were all green before.
That's true, but we got back at least to that baseline.
All right, let me ask you this: do you guys have an e-stop that's considered intrinsically safe or whatever?
You mean like safety rated?
Yeah, safety rated,
Yeah.
whatever. not intrinsic.
Yeah, it's a safety rated.
So like, how does that work? Do you have to have a safety rated controller as well?
Yeah, so this processor is kind of hard to see, but it's actually an F-rated processor, so it's a safety-rated processor.
Okay.
And then, so it communicates to the safety-rated e-stop, so like the head unit, via ProfiSafe, and so it has that safety telegram on it. And then all the other ones are not safe, like their OzzyLink isn't safe. But yeah, so you have that e-stop is safety rated, whereas everything else is not.
Okay.
Yeah, you could definitely have a safety rated e-stop on that, and then do the whole panel. And there's like 20 inputs that you can have for these.
Is that all chained like in one string, like you got there?
Yeah,
You're
it's
saying,
like daisy chain for all 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, oh yeah, y'all are actually listening in. So the setup that we have here in order to make this work is kind of weird. We're all in a Discord channel, and then Adam is actually on a Teams view, so I can like flip between the view of the modules and then his like actual screen. So it's like confuses me, and I've been doing it for an hour.
I was gonna say, can they probably can't even hear me then?
Yeah, they can, because
Oh, okay.
yeah, like everything on the Discord channel is coming through, like everything from my
Oh, okay.
PC's like, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm fancy, bro. We figured this out. Remember the first alpha cast? It's the same way.
Yeah.
Which if you haven't listened to the first alpha cast, Brandon is welcome back to the stream. He is our resident ignition expert, and so that is why Alpha is an ignition gold certified integrator.
Yes. And yeah, do ignition, SQL, anything you need.
Just right now, we're live streaming hardware.
Oh, okay. So you actually set the buttons up like that, like a rack there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the buttons.
Yep.
I'm behind, I'm sure, at what you're looking at, but
Yeah, you've been
'cause
actually doing
I'm
work
watching the
today.
YouTube video. Well, no, I'm just watching. I'm saying like I don't know if there's a delay or not, but like I'm looking at the YouTube stream, and so like I see you got the program pulled up right now, and you got the buttons shown.
Yeah.
like,
I mean
in the
that.
rack.
Yeah, that's him doing.
Why does it start at 4 right there?
So it's kind of like how I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but like in a Siemens rack, it starts. You have your actual I/O modules start at something not 1, because you have like a slot for other communication modules, and so I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
what it's just
Like the
following
other-
that naming
The
convention.
others are reserved or something.
Yeah. So it's like 4 is your first reserve place.
Yeah, I
Um,
knew 0 usually was always the like main module, like ET200 or whatever. But
It's
Yeah.
all green. Blinking green.
Did you get it?
Getting there. So what I've done is we had an extra set of hardware. So I connected everything to it. So we're not even using the ones we started off with, and everything's green so far on it. So
Oh
I'm
well.
gonna get connect.
All right, chat. Here's what's gonna happen. He's gonna hit download here in a second, and it's gonna go because I told him how to set it up, and I have no clue. But at least you're only gonna have to wait 10 seconds for it to crap the bed.
That's right.
You have to enter that definitely not Siemens 1 password.
Definitely not Siemens one for capital S. Come on.
All right, while you're doing that,
did,
I mean, you can, Adam, you can hear Brandon, can't you?
Yes, can.
I was just fixing to ask, do these buttons work with the same, like, what do you call it, like the legend plate
Yes.
holder and stuff?
Yeah, these are
Like
all
the same ones as what we have. They're all 22 millimeter and everything.
Yep. Uses the same holders, everything. So
Yeah.
all of like the same hardware. You just, instead of having the little like contact blocks, you just
Yeah,
plug in one of these
yeah.
little interface modules.
Yeah. We really haven't done a whole lot of projects that required a ton of push buttons other than the winder, which this would have been nice on the operator console for sure.
Yeah.
Because it would have saved having to wire, like, I think, how many buttons were on there? Like, probably over 10, right? Like 10.
Yeah, I want to say it's like
12.
10 or 12, something like that. It
So,
definitely was a
yeah.
lot. Yeah. I'm gonna switch off my, or at least on the stream, and I'm gonna go take a leak. So, y'all talk about
You don't
fun
want to take
stuff
the
that's
camera
going
with
on. No one
Okay.
wants to see that.
you? Okay.
That's not for YouTube.
Where's Nolan at? Is Nolan there?
Yeah, Nolan's sitting right over there, being
I'm in the background.
Oh, that was the weirdo I saw in the background a minute ago.
Yeah, that was me.
a reflection.
Okay. Well, good deal, man. I'm glad I tuned in. I thought you guys were just chatting in here, and I jump into a live stream, caught off guard.
Yeah, no, we're currently struggle busing.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Just-
it's part of the learning process, man. It's good because people that watch it, they'll see the issues you guys are having, and then they'll know what not to do.
Don't do as I did.
Appreciate you getting my wire down there, by the way.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll come by and help tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
You got it figured out?
You done yet, man?
So are these things relatively new, or have they been out for a while?
But out.
Yeah. I mean, they were out when I was working for WESCO, so that's
Okay.
what at least, is that 3 years now?
Okay.
No, 2 years.
No, it's not two. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 years.
Okay. So I mean, pretty new, I guess. Then, I think these are the same ones that I can't remember. I think maybe Outlier they were showing us, or maybe the panel that I did. You remember I did some drawings for them way back, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I think.
Yeah, I was literally on a beach when you were doing those drawings.
Yeah, but I think they had. I think these type buttons were specified in there, like in the connection, because I remember the cable like in between them or whatever. So
Oh yeah.
that would have been probably about right when they came out then, because that was probably 2 years ago.
No, that I want to say that they've been out. Let me look it up. I can look up
Yeah.
at their product release date.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really matter
Check.
that much. I just wondered.
So Sonic says check IP address of the head module. You set the.
Oh.
See, we have people in chat looking over your shoulder.
Nice.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Thank you. Thank you.
This one doesn't have E on this one.
Yeah, we got the. Let's see. What's this part number? 3SU. Can't see it. But yeah. When I get the part number here in a second, I'll look it up on support website,
Yeah,
and I can look up the product release date.
what do you do when an operator takes a hammer to one? Do you have to like you don't have to reprogram anything? You just, is there like an address you set on the actual button, or is it just in the series that is all that matters?
Oh,
Like the
so
order that it is.
sorry. Go ahead. I guess I can.
I was just a question. I think there is some memory on the first device interface module itself,
So
where
you
you
have device name, IP, and all that. So I don't know if you could drag and drop, maybe like with a managed switch, possibly.
What I'm saying is like if a button goes out and you just need to replace one button, do you still have to re-download,
No,
or is
the,
it
the
like
button
what's the
mod?
button?
Yeah, if they smash the physical button on the front,
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
just
yeah,
swap out
yeah.
that module. Like there's nothing
Okay.
to it. It's just like the actuator.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah, so like you're saying if the actuator is there addressing on the actual module of the button though, or is it just the order it is in the series basically that matters? Do you get what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah. I see what you're saying. As long as it doesn't smash that backside, yeah.
If it did theoretically,
No, then you could just it would just be
Like
the
the whole-
order.
the orders. Okay, that's
Yeah.
just what I was curious. I didn't know if it had like a node address on the actual device for the push button, or if it was just based on the order.
Yeah. Product details. Delivery release was February 15th of 2017. So these have been out for quite some
Oh, they've been
time.
out for a long time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Nolan
just
was still in high school.
no. Wait, Nolan, were you?
I'm just kidding.
What?
He said they came out in 2017. I said, "Wow, Nolan was still in high school."
I probably should have been.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you might have been, right? Well, no, you wouldn't have been teaching yet, huh?
No, I was teaching.
No.
Yes.
Oh, were
No.
you? Yeah,
No.
so you might have been in high school actually.
Elementary.
Elementary, okay.
Literal elementary PE teacher.
Yeah. Earned sales guy.
Yeah.
Re-
Look at you
Yeah.
killing it.
Yeah.
Nolan went all the way in
Did
diploma,
that.
and then said, "I don't want to do that anymore."
I said, you know what? I like kids, but I don't like being in charge of other people's kids.
I like kids, but also like being able to pay rent.
I like not living in the gutter.
Yeah. Little does he know, he came to work for Alpha. Why's your PLC in stop, man?
Is it really in stop? It's on
Yeah.
run.
No. It,
Yeah.
it definitely is in stop. Like click.
I meant the actually has physical switch for run, stop, and.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
I was
I
making
mean,
sure. I'm having trouble downloading this guy.
oh, it's probably because it has a PLC protection level on it, and
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out now.
no, it's not gonna let you go into run. 155. I haven't been paying attention to chat. Yeah. Live troubleshooting. Why are you not putting your password?
Well, it won't let me. It won't let me faster.
It won't let you?
No.
You gotta click the drop down on the left. Is it clicked? I can't tell.
Yeah. It's
Okay, it looked like it was okay. Never mind. It looked like it was
That's dumb.
like retracted. Huh?
man.
Out of the
Problem.
out of the frying pan into the fire.
Good. Dude.
No pressure, man. No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah, if you don't get it working, I'll just make sure to end the stream with this
These
thing.
pro-
This
What?
project brought to you by WESCO.
Oh, I thought you.
Otherwise,
I
it's
thought
gonna
you were
be
gonna
alpha.
I thought you were gonna advertise like Automation Direct's push button line or something.
Be like, oh, here's why it's not working. These are Allen Bradley.
Talk about expensive though, man. I'm sure these things right here are not cheap, but Allen Bradley's are very, very high.
Let's see how much one of these are.
That was when I the first project I did, like big project when I was at my first job. Like, man, the machine already had Allen Bradley push buttons on it, and so I was like, well, I'll just order new Allen Bradley push buttons to replace the ones that are on there. I think for it was probably like 10 or 12 push buttons. It was like $1,500 or something. Like, absolutely insane. Yeah. I didn't know any better either. So. But hey, I will
greens.
say they were high quality.
Greens.
Yeah. So I did I did the PLC we already had loaded into the other demo kit's push buttons.
Oh, so you've click.
Push bash. So I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah. See, that works.
So I have
that's
the PLC going with these button devices.
so it most definitely is something goofed up with that wiring, right?
Yep. Or
Yeah.
it could be the head and it could be the wiring. I am not sure, but it is happy right now.
Yeah. Again, these modules get shipped around the country, and apparently they've been getting shipped around the country for like 4 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, put a note on that one. That one needs work. But yeah, so that finally.
Yeah, so
Trying to think what they even wanted us to do with it now.
just do like make some tags with the addresses and like the lights. So do like a
I got
yeah, like bring in all the IO because you're gonna have inputs for everything and then outputs for the lights. Just make some tags for those. So show kind of like in the there where you can get your addresses. See, that one's still goofed up. It's still disconnected. It ain't there.
we go offline here.
Doesn't like it.
Oh yeah.
I just think it's
It's
something. Well, as long as all the other ones work, not have a. I mean, that's the only thing. It's got to be a different type.
I guess so.
But whatever. Yeah, as long as it's, we could get the other stuff. I just really want to do one to show like an output, like the address.
How do you troubleshoot that? Does it show that error that was popping up in the diagnostics?
So yeah, it actually in the diagnostics for the head unit, it has a diagnostic buffer for the modules, and yeah, it said something about like there being in slot 4 a faulty module.
Oh.
And
Okay.
but it said something about either wiring or the wrong part number in the project. And so the fact that this is showing that it's the wrong part number kind of like hints at, or that it's not working on this, that it's the wrong part number in our project.
Yeah, or a different version or something.
Yeah, but right now, as long as those two that you have selected there in 5 and 6 and 7, like as long as those two middle ones are working, because that's a yellow and a green, right?
Yeah. I mean, all of them are green, but
Well, no, I'm saying like the actual physical push button. It's like two different colors.
yeah, we got 4. Sorry, 4 is amber, and then 5 and 6 are green, and then number 7 is your switch.
Okay.
And the core number
The first one there is a red push button.
Okay, I got
So-
you. Yeah, well, yeah, if you just bring in the you're using the easy way, the IO
looked like-
tags.
Yep.
Nice. It looked like when I was looking at it from the front a minute ago, are they all illuminated? Is that
Mhm.
kind of standard for these?
It's
Yeah.
back up. They're all green right now.
Yeah, but I think you correct me if I'm wrong. You're talking about the actual front.
Yeah,
Front.
yeah. The front, like
Yeah.
they're illuminated push buttons. Like you've got a light
Yeah.
behind the button that you can turn
That's
on and
what-
off.
Yeah, and if you see like in the hardware catalog that he has open right now, it says like commanding module and then commanding and LED module. All of these are the LED modules, and so they all have like that clear
okay.
plastic actuator.
Okay. So there's three types. There's one that's just an LED, one that's an LED and actuator like push button, and then just a push button. Is that what I saw there in the hardware?
Well, not quite. So there's like an LED module because you can actually change the LED. Like you could put different colors in it, so you can have multiple LEDs. And so that's what that
They
other one
don't just have those
was.
things RGB, man. on,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, you'd still need 3 outputs. You stiuld need 3 LEDs, and then it would
Well,
turn it.
No,
then-
but it's stereo, bro. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm talking about the
Like-
actual
like
hardware
on
cost.
these. Oh yeah.
The-
True.
Then they would get up into other manufacturers. Is that working? Looks like it's working. Are you So
Yeah.
you're turning on the LED? Yeah, turn it around so we can actually see it.
That is the switch. So that switch is lighting up when I turn it on.
Okay. So it's all. Oh yeah, I see. It's like a bluish. Kind of hard for the colors.
It's
to
a
see.
white. Probably hard to see.
Yeah.
This camp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you got how many input? Like, obviously that's a 2 position.
You can do up to
2 or 3.
buttons on one interface module.
Like when you say interface module,
That is the that is the first one here. So the first one has to be the interface module, which is basically it can be a knee stop, it can be a push button, and it's it has that's where you put your Profinet and your power into. Everything jumpers off of it.
So my question is, on the actual button itself, you got that multi-position switch. Can you have like how many positions could you have? Like a 3 or 4 position switch or something?
It's a 2-position switch.
Do they make so it just goes up to 2 position is all you can do?
I know they make some other ones that have more positions. Yeah, but this
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
You'd probably, because there was only 2 inputs on that. Wonder how they'd do that.
I just wondered if they had like the back pieces. I see that's where I didn't interface module. I figured was that, but what do you call the piece behind the push button like actuator? What are y'all referring to that
Commanding module, I think, is.
as?
Well, behind if you're not talking about the first main one, all the rest
So-
of them are terminal modules.
Okay, so yeah, what the cables are daisy chained to. That's what I'm
terminal
referring to. Okay, terminal module. Okay,
Terminal module, then the first one's called an interface module.
gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, cool. Da-da-da.
That's basically it, right? So the easiest
Yeah.
way, I'm glad you did it that way. Like the easiest way when you're setting up these kind of like remote IO points like that, by going to the device view, clicking on it, and then going to IO tags. And don't know why that one showed up, but yeah. And then when you're offline, you can like type in there, and it will make a tag there. Saves a ton of time because you're not having to manually go through and find the address and then go back to the tag table and do all of that stuff. And so as you can see there, it looks like, Brandon, I mean, judging by the number of commanding modules and stuff that they have, there's only 2 inputs, so it's looking like there would only be a 2 input switch. And I'm trying to see if I can look in IMAL.
Curious. Not
and
that
see
I've
if there's
ever
a different.
used anything really much more than a 2-position, but I mean
Yeah.
3-position every now and then if you got like a middle,
Yeah,
like
like an
a
off.
handoff auto, yeah.
Mhm.
But like what we and actually what we got manual, automatic, and off like on the Winder. I was just curious if you could do more than 2 inputs.
Yeah, I believe they do have more positions. I can't remember how many they have, but I know.
Let's
I mean, you
see.
can all. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure what the max is on that.
Gotcha. Okay. Are all the terminal modules the same, or are they different? Like,
I believe they're all the same for the push button. Actually, for even the switch, they all look like the same. Yeah, they look like all the same part number.
okay. So basically, you just get a bunch of those, and then get whatever actuators you want to mount to those. I mean, same deal as what we do now, but
Green.
I'm trying to help you sell these things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, we have some international attention in here.
Yeah.
So we've got the demonstration that's going is a Siemens distributor, and if you're not familiar with the way it works in Siemens works in the U.S., we have technical support personnel that works for independent sellers, and Adam is actually who is my replacement, because I used to work for a distributor in Birmingham, Alabama, and yeah, so they're giving this demo. So if you're just joining in, and thanks for all of the support on the channel so far, as people are coming in, and I'm glad these things are helpful. I'm trying to see if I can look up what version, or I guess if there actually is like what
Sorry, say that again. No one said them out. All right, so what'd you say?
So I was just looking for a to see what if there's another option for those back modules that go on the back, to see if there's like a multi-position, but
Yeah, that's kind of why I was asking that question. I didn't know if there was different specifications. I mean, and like with the LED, is the LED for these built into the push, but like the actuator device, like not on the terminal module? Because I was kind of thinking it would be on the terminal module. And so obviously, if that was the case, your terminal module would have to have a different specification for different color LEDs. But
yeah, well, I think these are just white LEDs, if I'm not mistaken. So you need to have, that's just a white LED.
White LED with the
you just got
color
the
on
color
the
blends.
Yeah. So you'd
I
have
guess,
to.
that doesn't really matter though.
Yeah, I mean most of the command devices, or sorry, the like actual actuators, I mean most of them have colored, like having a white LED is okay. I mean it is pretty cool, because you can stack LED modules, and so you can kind of, and I want to say that there is an RGB LED module for like the standard SIRUS ACT. But yeah, see what he's just doing there is just swapping out to just a pilot light.
indicator.
Yeah.
I didn't grab a button.
Do those release like the other? Like just got the little lever like the ones.
Oh yeah,
They got the whole in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they literally use whatever holder you use, and then instead of having the contact blocks, they hook this terminal block on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh wow, the one we were just messing with has turned green. The one we couldn't get earlier, so it's definitely something like glitchy on it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That kind of like. Yeah. It's probably the contacts on that module itself has just been worked so many times. I mean,
Yeah.
if any of y'all have ever worked with ribbon cables, like old school ribbon cables, this was a big problem. Wait, what? Hold up. Hit that button again.
Look at that. Green. So the light must be in the actual the block.
You just
It
made me a
might
liar.
not be in-
See,
I
look,
did.
No.
that's why.
We
That's
do
why I
know.
asked the question.
Yeah, we do know this because
Oh,
like
look at
in the
So
slide.
you got color behind it. So
Yeah,
each
in-
one of these has a color.
Yeah,
So
you're-
the it's in the block itself.
Yeah.
And in your slide deck, and I just remembered this, like in the slide deck, it goes through the color code, like the coding, and that's why the built-in LED module, why it has like an X in the part number instead of it's like MDX or something like that. Yeah, I'm dumb. I don't pay attention to your
Yeah.
stuff.
That's exactly right. So yeah, looks like it's all color coded on the back of each one. So yeah, that would make sense. But it's kind of funny. You can do different colors with the different LED in the back.
Yeah. Maybe there is.
So
and I-
obviously there's different one of those terminal modules
Mhm.
for each color or whatever.
Yeah, there is definitely different part numbers. I'm trying to like
Absolutely.
dig through the iMall catalog and like find.
I didn't even look this. I may not have been paying attention. Did you put in the program for it to turn on whenever you press the button down, or is that just?
I did. So I
Yeah, that's right.
programmed that.
Okay. I was gonna say I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yep, I have it. So whenever it energizes, it turns it on. Same as for the switch here.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
And you can do it on the on or the off. That's why you have two inputs there.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, is that a maintained actuator? Like
This one?
not that one, the other one. The
This one?
amber. Oh, you're holding it in. Okay,
I
never mind.
haven't programmed it, but
That's a good
Okay.
thing. I'm glad
And
you
it's
said
just-
that. I mean, like, how do you do that for like a stop button? Do you specify that it's supposed to be basically like a normally closed contact and it's supposed to stay on in the hardware config or something?
Well, I mean,
you can do that in the programming.
Well,
yeah. You just
But,
Just basically treat it like a e-stop.
yeah.
I mean, you
guess
could have an e-stop in there too.
maybe I'm just not thinking about this right. But like with the stop button, obviously you want a hardwired like normally closed, and that way if you lose a wire on it, it stops. Like you're not gonna not be able to stop because you press your button and you don't have a wire there. So
Right. You want it normally
Yeah.
closed.
yeah,
I
you don't
think-
want to just
I
you get
think
what I'm saying.
yeah, I think
You
they
can get
they
them
do have
normally
those
closed or
options.
normally open.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I'm just saying you wouldn't want to be relying on an input to come through that didn't because. of
Oh,
the
right.
wiring.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Like-
don't want it normally open. You want it normally
Yeah,
closed.
you want to be looking for that. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Commanding and signaling devices. My gosh, there finally. It's taken me like push button. No, not phase out products. We don't want phase out products.
Let's see if it's on my slide deck. Yeah, Brandon, this is the main advantage here on these cabinets. You see the
It's small.
it just kind of
on mine.
reduces wiring.
I think Jason, can you go into that?
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, it's
Jason?
I'm like digging
Oh, is
through the
it on
iMall
Jason's
catalog.
Yeah, it's on his because I'm looking through YouTube right now, so I'm not,
I
I'm not
gotcha.
in the Teams chat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Guess I get my face off of here. Y'all don't need to see my face.
What's the do you have to put that interface module like on the door like that one is?
Yeah, because they need some way to communicate. So with this one, you run the power and the Profinet over to that main module. So I think on this one in particular, it looks like that might be an e-stop. So I see the yellow
Oh, you're saying that you
e-stop
stopped
with
it.
Yeah, so it's
do they not make like
additional.
a do they not make like a long ribbon cable you could run like basically have that interface module on in the back plane and then run a long ribbon to your door?
Ooh, I'm sure you could. Hold up, it's
And maybe I'm not understanding. Is the interface module that you have on yours connected to a push button? Is
Yeah.
that like the first push button?
Yeah.
Okay.
it is.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's that red push button.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah.
makes more sense then.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
but
looking at it like it was a
you-
separate entity altogether.
You can have 1 meter in between modules and a max of 10 meters.
Okay. Okay. Is the max is like from end to end, including all of
Yes.
your devices?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and you get 20 terminals per interface.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one on the right here shows the using an e-stop instead of a push button.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see now. I didn't realize until I just asked that was actually that interface module was on the back
No.
of that red push button. Yeah, I
There's
didn't
just,
realize
yeah,
that.
it's not taking up space.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah,
I
this
thought it
is
was
them.
just
You can
there,
put-
like something like to do with the length or whatever of the cabling. I wasn't sure, but yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay, I see
Oh,
the
and
part numbers
here's
there.
the part number:
yeah,
1MC, and then the number
Yeah,
0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, yeah. That's the color
Okay.
specification.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, I think that's memory. So there's your memory module. Enables
It's
fast
like,
device replacement without engineering tools and product-specific
there
engineering
you go.
know-how. Yeah, there you go.
You
'Cause-
put it in this spot here. So
Yeah. It says 5 meter and 10 meter cables. What is? Do you just cut? You get like a long piece and cut it? Whatever
yeah.
length you
So let me show you this guy here. So you pop this back like that,
want. Uh-huh.
and you just pull the cable out, and it's just kind of like a lot of like RJ45 quick connectors. You just put it in, and it
Oh,
crimps
okay.
onto it.
Nice. Okay. I like
Yeah.
that.
Of course, now when I did it, it's not happy.
I'm like, you're brave.
Well, with that being said, like, is it? I'm guessing the direction you put it in there matters, right? Like which side.
Yeah,
goes-
from
Yeah.
what I can tell, the
The red
red
line.
goes to the outside. So you go
Okay.
top to bottom, and the red goes to the outside.
Gotcha.
Yep, same with here. So the red goes where it's out.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, it's green now. Yay.
It just needed a second to think.
It honestly, it just sat there. I didn't touch it, and it just went green. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it probably just took a second to reinitialize everything.
I guess. Who knows?
Man,
It's
this
a good deal, guys.
this SIRUS ACT. Oh, there's a page here on the website. So I'll show this. I'm gonna put this over onto the stream. So here's the actual page on iMall, and so like if you're going and you use iMall, then you can actually just go to here in the product tree, automation technology, industrial controls, commanding and signaling devices, SIRUS ACT push buttons. And then if you click on that page there, it'll bring up all of this information. And here is a ton of information about everything that we've kind of been talking about. And then further down here towards the bottom, you get to the actual stuff we've been talking about today. So these different modules, they have the different part numbers here, all this. I will say, from my experience, and this stinking thing right here is pretty cool. Have you ever, Adam, messed with the little RFID key stick things?
Ooh, that's one of my favorites of the push buttons. Yeah, that thing's cool.
Yeah. So this little guy here is like a little RFID key unlock thing. And so you put like this little RFID stick in it, and it unlocks a different position on the actuator. Like, I mean, it's pretty stinking cool. So here's like
Yeah, but these
this little
actually have
operator.
like it has a turn knob on it, and yeah, it's got a few things you can do on that RFID. I think the new ones, each key is unique. So each one from Siemens has its own basically like MAC address. So you can actually tell it, program it however you want. So
So
you can make
use
certain
this-
users.
You could use that for access, like restricted access
Yeah.
to even.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
you could say like, here's 5 keys. These 3 are operator. This one's maintenance. This one's a supervisor.
Hmm.
And yeah, and whenever you get a new key, the only problem is you do have to go in and say, okay, this MAC address, give it this access.
Oh, that's nice, man. We could do that with like what we were talking about with the badge swipe
Hmm.
instead of that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
we-
it's basically just
That'd be
2
pretty.
inch, 2 and 3 inch little it's almost like a little yellow dowel or different colors.
Huh.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's a little plastic thing.
yeah, and I think this one here, the electronic module for key operated switches, I believe that this is so the 3SU. I'll show you. I don't know. Maybe
So yeah, on our next wander, we just need to try to do these. They're just WESCO is just gonna have to give us a really, really good deal on them.
yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Um, so let's do this. Is that gonna
That
open
would be cool to have that on the wander, like with the keys like that, because we could lock down the the setting pages and stuff with that.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of customize your HMI to show whatever you want to that particular person. You can really tailor it to the person operating.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because there's certain people that do need access to certain settings and certain people that don't, that mess stuff up. So it's like,
Yeah.
um,
Don't like the
that'd be
homing or
cool.
the calibration for every user.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a Balif RFID like badge sensor that we were going to try to do. I was looking because the good thing about that badge sensor is it has its own Profinet, whereas this has to have a head module for it. And they have an IO-Link master, but it looks like it can interface in with one of these like Profinet head modules. At least that's
Are
what
you
it's
saying?
saying.
Are you saying that you couldn't do the ribbon cable from that to the other push buttons? Is that what you're saying?
It doesn't look so. The
Oh,
little
I don't
RFID
think-
thing is not.
Yeah. No, it's I think it's mainly used over IO Link, I want to say. I think I want to say you can use like regular IO with it. But it's mainly advertised as an IO Link device. Which I believe they do sell the input modules, the IO Link master slots right into your CPU. So I think 1200, 1500, they make the modules for it.
Okay.
So you just wire it back to it.
Yeah, it looks like that this one, it just has 5 normally open contacts for the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like off. So there's like, this has 5 contacts, like this basic module, and then the actuator itself has a little RFID reader in it, or maybe some combination of that. But yeah, so you can either have 5 digital inputs coming in or use the IO-Link master, which we have IO-Link in a lot of our stuff. So that might actually, that might be pretty
Oh,
good.
and you actually have like, I think it's up to 5 outputs on it too. There's 5 individual, I think they're red, green, and amber, 5 different LEDs. So as you turn the knob, you can get the colors to turn on.
Okay, I see. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, and so it looks like the way that you have 4 different color keys, so like 4 different color sticks: a green, a yellow, a red, a blue, and then those are those are like groups, and so this would be like a maintenance dongle, manager dongle, like whatever. Of course, that dongle would lock it down to where no one could change anything if it was a manager.
Yeah.
And then the white is individually coded, programmable. So that's like a what we would be looking at, like an RFID badge.
Yeah. And I believe I don't know if they still sell it. I'm sure they do, but they're like Rev 1 was each color had its basically its MAC address, and they were the same no matter, like if it was yellow, it would always be the same address.
Mhm.
And then the new revision, every single one has its own.
Oh, even in the
they're all
different
unique.
colors.
Yeah, so even like every one they sell, it's basically like cell phones. Like everything has its own MAC. So
Oh, the address space.
good and bad because it adds work. If you have to make a user for every single stick that you have. You can't just say this is yellow,
Wait,
let it run.
I
Yeah.
thought, okay, that's interesting. So
Yeah.
I thought just reading the thing, it would seem like that would only be the case for the white ones.
That's kind of what it seems like, but they probably have an updated version to where
Yeah.
you can change the MAC or something like that. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
the way the
new
website
ones
reads.
that like just came out or they're coming out, have that where they're all unique.
Huh. I mean, honestly, I could see that being useful because if an operator really wanted to screw something up, they could just go on eBay and order like a green stick or whatever. color
Yeah.
it is. And,
That way,
you know,
like
I mean, it
if you-
definitely is a security risk
What-
if you don't have it programmed.
that way, if like someone gets fired, they can't go back and use their stick. Like you can basically delete access for that one user, and then everyone else key still works.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense from a security standpoint.
But adds extra programming. So
Yeah, there's even a Siemens software package that does that for you. I think it's called like Net Logon or something. It's like
there
a
is one
centralized thing.
To control logins.
Yeah, it's like Somatic Logon or something like that, and it's like a centralized
Oh,
server
wow,
sort of thing that
Okay. Just
manages.
connect your devices to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it manages all of that. Manages all the authorizations and all of that.
Kind of like Active Directory or something in Siemens.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But yeah. But anyway, is there anything else that you'd like to show, Adam?
I don't think so. I think that was it. Any questions or anything?
I don't think. I mean, we've gone through a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
went through
stuff.
about
We
everything you want.
give chat a few seconds to ask any questions, like if they want to, because this is a pretty cool product line, and it's pretty expansive, but yeah, and you can always, if you're watching this on demand, just drop a comment on the video, and I'm able to go through and answer questions and all of that sort of stuff too. And like I said, if I can't answer it, I've got the team from WESCO, I've got direct contacts with Siemens. We're kind of talking about all the different resources that we have available. And that is one great thing about Siemens in USA is because of the distributor network, you have these guys like Adam that get to play with this sort of stuff. That's honestly a lot of the exposure that I got through the years came from going to all of these different plants and across Alabama, which Alabama has a ton of manufacturing. And so, yeah, it's really cool to have these guys available to you to go and show you this type of stuff and get a hold of some equipment to be able to go through and do that sort of stuff. And not sure how it is elsewhere in the world, especially dealing directly with Siemens, but I'm sure that there's similar resources to you. But yeah, if there aren't any more questions from chat now, like I appreciate everybody that was able to join in. We're gonna wrap it up, the live stream. I may stay on here a little bit in Discord, but I'll end off the live stream for right now because we're hitting over 2 hours now. You got to see a little bit of live troubleshooting and how to kind of like dig through problems. And this is not Instagram automation. Like, we're real here, and you're
takes
part of
some
it. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work every time, all the time. So anyway, yeah, I'll stay on the Discord here in a second, but yeah, I'm going to end the live stream. Thanks so much for joining in. If you joined in live, if you're watching on the video on demand, feel free to comment. As always, if this has been helpful, like the video, and the biggest way you can support this channel is by subscribing and commenting. So do that, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
All right.